Seeing this approved time, I'd like to call the January Park and Rec meeting to order. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I look for approval to adopt the agenda.
I'll make that motion. Second.
Motion been made and seconded.
Who seconded?
John? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. I'd like now for approval of the November 4th, 2025 meeting minutes.
Move to approve the November 4th meeting. Second.
John Pass and John Pache. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Minutes are adopted. Public comment? Public comment, seeing none. I'd like to introduce Ethan Fire, our new student rep. You got to go around and introduce yourself. We'll start over here. Pam?
Pam Clone.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too. Thank you.
I may take the door.
Tim Roberts, Robert Pazenka.
Nice to meet you. Dave Dorsey.
John Hess.
Linda Croy.
John. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Bernard.
Bernie Ritchie. Welcome aboard.
Thank you.
Okay, Ginger, consider approval for the Northport Snow Riders.
Yeah, so if we'll go to the map, we have Dan Wilfer here from Northport Snow Riders, to propose a, change in their, routes, so, or an addition, I guess, right?
Yeah, to be an addition. We'd like to run the trail through city property along Spur Road. From year to year, it might change slightly depending on crop rotation. Just looking for approval from the city, and hopefully we can do a long term and not have to get reapproved every year.
Right.
So
So at Hatton Park, you contact me and say, hey, just making sure this is okay still, and then we just go
Yep,
on.
yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep. And what is this route connecting to another?
So eventually we'd like to connect. Right now, we are looking to connect a trail to Spooks on Spur or Uncle Luther's Tavern. And then eventually we'd like to get out to 54 to the state trail where we have existing trail now. So it could be a connecting trail instead of a path.
Anybody else have any questions for him?
Is this a new trail or is
It's a new trail. Yeah. No, the existing trail runs north along 45 to Highway Truck. And then it runs a little bit south to 54. And then it heads toward Shiocton on the Newton Blackmore.
Anybody else have any questions for him?
That's right now is city owned property.
Yeah, everything. So the city's industrial park is this property right here. So this is considered one parcel right now. And we would just subdivide it off if we have any potential developers come in. So, you know, this would be city property right here. And then the yellowish areas outside the city limits, and that'd be private property, whoever we're dealing with that. So it would just be, you know, one of these two legs right here that would be on city property.
Sale of property, we sell it, sold it, they'd have to do it.
I don't think so. Obviously, if we do sell part of that property, then that's a whole different, you know, ball game. Obviously, it is for sale for industrial type development. But we would have to work with them. If we sell this parcel right here, then obviously that pushes them over to here more, and you know, we'd have to work that out. But
There would be other options for different routes if need be. So
It would be similar to farmland. If you had property going and it sold, it'd be the same thing. You'd have to talk to somebody
yeah,
about whoever.
we
bought the
talk to
property.
whoever and reroute. yes.
Sure.
Obviously, the priority is for sales for industrial land, because that's the intent of our land out there, so.
Did we have any issues with it?
No, I think if there's any complaints or anything, it would just come back to this committee, but as of right now, I mean, there's snowmobile routes all over the place and, you know, they do their thing.
Would the city get any compensation for it?
No, it would all be voluntary. This would actually, snowmobile clubs are state funded, some trails, but this trail would be a club trail, non-funded.
Oftentimes, like in the instance of any other trail work that may be in conjunction, like the Newton Blackmore, we just ask for them as a letter of recommendation when we're applying for grants and stuff like that, because we both work so closely with the DNR. So oftentimes there's that letter in there that helps with grant funding. So
And if we ever get the bridge to go across the Embarrass, I'm sure these guys are probably gonna want to be interested in that also.
I have met with them, yes. They did an excellent job out at Hatton Park, making sure that their signs are, you know, in and out on time, and we've never had any issues with that, so I assume that would be the same.
Yeah, normally we mark our routes, our trails, the weekend after closing of gun hunting season. And as soon as we could get them out of the ground due to frost is when we pull.
Mhm.
Normally, first part of April, mid or end of April, they're usually out by, so.
Anybody else have any questions for him? I'd look for consider approval of a new addition to the Northport Snow Riders routes within the city limits.
Move to approve the Northport Snow Riders route within the city limits.
Second.
John? Anybody else have anything else? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, Ginger, the Eagle Scout presentation.
Okay, I'll introduce Noah Schubert, who is not only looking for a Eagle Scout service project, but also a Park and Rec employee. So he's got some investment in the project. I will give this to him and he can go ahead and lead. And then I'll just speak about it a little bit after he's done.
And if you want to stand, hold the microphone, or you can sit, either whatever's more comfortable for you.
Hi, I'm Noah Schubert from New London, Wisconsin. And I also go to school at Newen High School. I'm a Life Scout at Troop 77 in Greenville, Wisconsin. Why I'm here today is to propose the new dugouts at Allen Field for my Eagle Scout service project. Why this project would add value, the current dugouts are not very, current dugouts at Allen Field are not up to date to any other dugouts in the city. This also would benefit many organizations, such as the school district, American Legion, and Union Youth Baseball. Better opportunities for games, tournaments, and practices we could host more state tournaments for American Legion. We could host more playoff games at Newen High School, and then open up more practice fields. So not all the teams are crammed at Pfeiffer or Cross Street or Memorial or in the stadium. Lastly, this would also show a better showing for the city of New London and Hatton Park. Right now, it's how I see it. It's kind of Hatton Park is beautiful, but then you look in the middle with a shelter, and that Allen Field is not very good representation for the city or the park. And I think if the new dugouts would benefit it very well. Lastly, this also provide a safer environment for players and officials, so they're not all packed into the shelter. So now fans can either go in their vehicles or the shelter, and the players, coaches, and officials can sit and wait out the weather in the dugouts. Why this project would be important to me is baseball has been a huge part of my life. If you can tell in the picture, I played for the Clippers last summer and had an amazing time doing that. With that, I also benefited, or I use this field and experience the updates for the current dugouts. I want to see the field in a better shape for the younger generations to come. I want to give back to the organizations that build me as a person. Any questions so far?
Will this affect the soccer players up there?
It shouldn't.
I know they play up there also.
Yeah, but currently, my plan is to do the dugouts, not anything else in the field. This is the current state of the dugouts at Allen Field. As you see, it's just an 8-foot fence, gravel bench, and a 6-foot fence. No roof, so if in case of a weather, everyone had to go to the shelter. And if it would rain the day before of a game or a practice, everything is muddy. And there's no hooks currently on the dugouts for hanging up bags, so now they just sit in mud. I know I would have to call Diggers Hotline to dig out all gravel, and then the city has agreed to pour the concrete. I would dig out all the gravel from it. What I'm asking for the city is to cover any concrete costs for pretty much all the concrete work. My idea is to rebuild them to the current dugouts at Pfeiffer Park. Why I choose these was they're built very nice from New Youth Baseball and Brad L. Schultz, and I think they would be a better representation for the field. We all know the current dugouts in the stadium, which is not a reasonable dugout for this field. So that's why I chose these. How I'm going to build it is, like I said, dig out everything, take down everything besides the 8-foot fence, and then have the city pour the concrete, and then I will build it from the ground up. Estimates and the funding, current estimate for the project is $3,200. Materials is roughly about $2,500. Supplies is roughly about $600, and tools is roughly about $100. I will be asking different organizations and businesses for donations for the project. As of now, I have New Youth Baseball that's already agreed to fund the project, and I just received a estimate from New Building Supply.
Would the school be interested in building them?
I have talked to Mr. Soloma about it, and he said it's mainly for the city and me. So
we have a construction class at school.
correct.
They wouldn't be interested, or does Saloma speak over them, or you can't talk to Mr.
I could probably talk to Mr. J and then about it.
Because I know we do build stuff for Huckleberry Acres.
Yep.
And we could get a great involvement for the city and not just build cabins for Huckleberry.
So I know from what I'm looking at, doing the project is going to be late. It's going to be right at the end of school. So I don't know if Mr. J would like to do that with golf.
Oh, that's true. There's Mr.
He's a varsity golf coach.
All right.
And then with that, New Building Supply, I just got an estimate from them. They have given me a discount on all of my materials. So that's why the materials is costing about $2,500. I realistically thought it was gonna be a lot more than that, about $5,000, but I guess I'm wrong. Lastly, is there any questions from the committee?
Well, how much concrete do you need?
I'm assuming 10 to 12 inches down, so dig out that much.
4 inch.
That is out of the school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's, I'm not
Yeah,
responsible for anything, that's
that'll
all.
be And our department will do that. And we can manage that within our operating budget.
I have two last things, the process of the approval. So if this will get approved tonight, it's still in question to get approved, because I still have to take it through my unit, and then I have to take it through the council to get approved, which I don't think there would be a problem with that, but I've seen projects get denied. Last, I want to thank you for your time. Thank you.
So when he speaks of the council, he's speaking of the Boy Scout Council and not our city council, so just so you're clear, but spoke with Luke Hammonds and Jim Thorpe, of course, because he's the head baseball coach. They both highly endorse this project and think it would be a great addition to the park. We have been doing some updates to Allen Field. We just redid the infield on our own. And so this is a great continuation of that project. So you would need a packet signed by us. Though,
Correct. I will get
Yeah.
that to you tomorrow.
Yeah, so that will have to be an agreement that's signed through us. So we will have to make a vote on this project.
I think it's a great idea. I mean, I've been involved with it for years.
Yeah.
I think it's a great idea.
Thank you.
Go for it, man.
Some are not dugouts,
Well, they're not, but
it's a bench with a fence in front of it.
correct.
You're not gonna put like scoring towers and stuff.
No,
on it. You're just
I
putting
have-
dugout, right?
Yeah, just the dugout
Okay.
portion.
Helmet,
Just one,
Huh?
waste money.
helmet shelves.
Yes, I have talked to Ben Rogers, Ancor, and he told me I can apply for a grant and they would make the helmet shelves for me. Which,
No, that's great.
We've had good luck with the Scouts projects before. They did the dog park, got one doing the
Archery.
archery
Archery
range,
range.
so everything's been working out good.
Yeah.
Can we make a motion on this tonight?
Yes, you should make a motion to accept the donation and move forward with the Eagle Scout project based on what you heard tonight.
I'll make the motion to agree with what the Eagle Scout presentation was
And accept the donation.
and accept the donation. Second.
Motion been made and second to accept the Eagle Scout presentation. All in favor? Opposed? Motion's carried.
Thank you so much, appreciate it.
Thank you.
Hey, Ginger, consider approval agreement with Wapaka County.
So this is our standard annual agreement, no changes to that, agreement, and it's just the annual. Everything's been going well so far. I've been meeting biannually with the supervisor there just to make sure that everything's going well and seems to be going fine, so.
Okay, I look for, if anybody have any questions for Ginger on it. So I'd look for a motion to approve the agreement with Wapaka County Meal Site Facility.
I move to approve the agreement with Wapaka County Meal Site for facility use. I'll second it.
Bernie made the second. Anybody have any other comments? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay, Ginger, this permit for public art.
Okay, so as you know, current ordinances have the murals in the sign ordinance. And it's kind of questionable about that process. And so with Chad and Dave working through the municipal code updates, they got a suggestion to move this to more of a public art leisure, recreation kind of area instead. Since we also have the sculptures coming through, this gives us the opportunity to also have our hands in moving potential sculptures anywhere else than the sculpture trail. If you've been through downtown Wapaka, they have some fun, different sculptures that this community or this board would then also be involved in doing the similar installations from artists. So we worked through the ordinance with our attorney. He will be getting back to us. We've all been catching up over the holidays and he'll be getting back to us. So this is pending his approval. But we did include a clean ordinance, and then also I included the process that they would go through, which is very similar to what our sculpture trail process is. So goes through maintenance and everything like that. So
That's similar to when they put the paintings and stuff up.
yes, it's combining the two and then putting that within the Parks and Recreation Department and removing it from the
Zoning.
zoning.
Zoning,
Yes,
okay.
yeah.
Yep.
So the signs will have their own ordinance and the murals will be included within the art.
Do you have any questions?
Yep, I work very closely with Lori and they're on board. Yeah.
Anybody else have any questions of them? Okay, I look for a motion to approve an ordinance creation section 12-.40 of the municipal code for regulating and permitting public art.
I'll make a motion to consider an ordinance creating section 12-40 of the municipal code for regulating and permitting public art.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
And then you'll see this as a part of the municipal code rewrites. And you'll see a first reading and then a second through council. So just so you, so you're aware. Yeah.
It'll correlate because we'll bring this up and we'll bring the zoning ordinance up at the January and February meeting. So it'll be in correlation with the zoning changes as well. So they'll both change at the same time.
Mhm.
Updates, reports, Ginger.
Like I said, we're all just kind of busy getting settled into our new year. We have a lot of changes with the fee schedules and things like that go on in the background. Crews have been busy keeping up with snow and ice. Like I said, before the meeting started, we have not had a weekend off in, I don't know how long, probably since Thanksgiving. We got our Arbor Day application in. I know that there was some Facebook grumblings when we were removing trees, but we are, working on that Arbor Day, Tree City USA application. So, we have increased our per capita expenditures once again. I haven't received word that we would be applying for a high flyer, or the second level, that's the Bird City, but the other second level for that. So hopefully we will. Especially with the completion of the tree inventory. Other than that, just moving forward in the new year.
Have you heard anything about the finishing the river trail behind the waters and?
No, I have a meeting with our grant writer next week. So after that, I'll know a timeline for that grant. So, yeah.
Yeah, anybody have anything else to add?
I'd just like to say, that new ice rink that I think we're in our second or third year of it. Extremely busy over the holidays. And
Yeah.
it's nice to see a lot of families using it, some hockey being played over there. And
Great.
yeah, thanks to the crew for putting that up, and nobody walked on it when.
Yeah, it's
when it was
actually in
a
really
piece-
good condition right now.
Yeah, it's beautiful, and
Yeah.
I'm in 6 different communities every week for work, and ours looks pretty good. The
Yeah.
conditions are good, so thanks
That's great.
to the
Oh,
crews for
I'll
keeping that
pass
up.
that along, yeah. The sled hill's a little fast right now, I would imagine.
It is. Very fast. Please, no jumps.
Yeah.
Anybody have anything you're thinking about putting it on for next month's agenda? Okay, then I've reviewed the next meeting date, Tuesday, February 3rd. Anybody have any problems with it? Once again, I want to say, welcome to the committee.
You guys.
Like to hear you talking already tonight. That's good. We like to see that.
Don't be shy.
Yeah,
Try
right.
not to.
If you got anything happens at school or anything that's of interest to us or something, bring it up.
Sounds good. I will do that.
Hey, I'd look for a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Second.
Motion made and